What would you take away from today?
I would say like the water conservation and like how we filter and use the water, especially how it also affects heat and like how we design the city so that like water efficiency is used so we don't waste water and we have clean and safe to drink water.
I really enjoyed the VR experience and how you can see so many different points of the city without like having to go through the paddocks, and you can also see what it might look like in the future without it having been built. I also really enjoyed the urban agriculture and learning about the different ways that you can farm and how to get like the most efficient produce of food out of urbanisation.
We're from Barker College and wait, why did you say that? Hi, we're from Barker and I'm going to be asking Jackie and Ruby some questions. So we've looked at a bunch of different stations today. What has been your favourite and why?
I really liked the health and heat station because I enjoyed looking at a bunch of materials that would help make the city more sustainable and also what can impact the health and heat and stuff.
I really liked the transport station because we got to look at how sustainable energy can be integrated into our everyday lives and how solar panelled cars can be just as capable as our everyday cars powered by fossil fuels.
Hi, we're from OLMC and I'd just like to ask, what do you think were the key points about this experience?
I think for me the key thing about the experience has been empowered with the knowledge about how to help our future and how to help our like future world be more sustainable. And this is because I think as young people it is really important to know about the challenges that our Earth is facing, as well as equipping us with the understanding of how we can hope to fix them someday when we're older.
So today was a great experience, being able to come to the sites to actually understand what you're doing, what the project actually means. And it was really good because it was also like hands-on.
I liked measuring the temperature of different materials. That way you learn about the urban heat island effect and how to maybe mitigate that when constructing a new city.
We were thinking of maybe harnessing children's like crazy energy by putting some sort of like pressure plates on the playground, so then when they run around that creates energy in the little playground.
So we've all been learning more about how important it is to develop like renewable sources for both health, energy, water and waste.
I enjoyed just being able to go to the different workshops and having that choice on what to focus on.
I found it really helpful talking to everyone, all of our mentors. It was very helpful for our future projects.
I just really liked seeing this site and like imagining what it could possibly be in the next 40 years. It looked really cool being able to imagine life here.
It's been so much fun just going around to the different stations and using all the different tools like the wind machine or testing the water and things like that. And yeah, I don't know, we got to like do some modelling out of clay, and we've learned a lot about just all the different materials that we can use, which is really good from when we go back to school and work on all the projects. And it's been really fun like interacting with other schools and interacting with each other. I don't know, it's just been really a really nice experience.
So I've really enjoyed like measuring the temperatures of different surfaces and also having a look at some of the drones. I think that's been very interesting.
It's different to to learning in the classroom because you get that you get to kind of like the hands-on experience, so you can like see how everything works and like measure things and ask the experts. When you're in the classroom, you kind of just have to rely on the knowledge that you learnt last time. And at this time, whatever we didn't know last time, we can ask different questions and find out more stuff.
I feel like being with other schools gives us a different perspective and gives us just like new people to learn from, so it's not just the same people all the time, especially with people from like Western Sydney. We can get their ideas on like the cities around here.
Some of the uses around like waste, so all like food waste and stuff like that, how that can be like regenerated into energy and stuff like that.
I loved learning about the new emerging technologies such as solar panels and how they've been creating ways to put them into paint so we can try and use up all the energy that we can.
So the event today has actually been pretty informative, and it's quite interesting to see how all of this planning connects in the real world.
I think what excites me the most about Sydney Science Park is the opportunity for new technology to be used in a sustainable way to benefit society.
You get to actually see what the problems are, the landscape. It's more immersive, I would say, much more fun as well.
For us, it's very important to give the students of Dubbo the opportunity to be part of projects like this that they may not otherwise experience living in a regional area. It's important for us, for them to sort of see the job and career opportunities that are available to them and the impact that they can have on their community, the state, the country and internationally.
Well, as a classroom teacher, after attending the training day, I was obviously able to bring the ideas back to the students and explain what the project was and why it was such a wonderful opportunity, and they really grabbed that and got really excited about it. But now having them here on site and the scope of the project becomes so large and the possibilities open up and become so broad and limitless, and you see them get really excited about the complexity of the project and the real world applicability of the solutions that they're designing. It's really exciting to watch.
I think the best thing is a hands-on experience of using all of those data and tools that they can then take back into the classroom and plan a city. To see the scale of this operation, to see, you know, the distance and how far and wide our new city is going to be and how big an impact they can have based solely on their real world experience and their data that they can use.
It's just so good to be able to go outside, not just have the theory, but really be practical, do all these experiments. And you can already see a huge step in progress by actually being able to put some ideas from the classroom into practice and being able to actually explore what's happening at the centre and at the site.
I think it's given me and the students an opportunity to have an authentic experience. So the students are in a real life example. They're conducting research with industry experts, learning new opportunities and career advancements. It's been a great day.
The best thing for the teachers is looking at our connection to real world experience and applied knowledge in the outer careers aspect. So these girls can actually go home and actually think about careers based around geography and urban planning that we are looking at in our classroom. And often they don't start thinking about that until they hit university. So getting those thought processes in and those different avenues of going out is really useful for us as teachers to bring the world to life for our students.
It's provided context for me as well with my own professional learning. It's enabled and ignited a passion for urban development within my own subject area of geography. So it's something that often isn't touched upon, but it's something which is very integral to our future.
It's an amazing program for our students. It's obviously going to develop their knowledge of their subject area, real deep learning. I guess as a Director of Futures and Partnerships, our department's trying to get the girls excited about their careers and their futures, and what a way to get them excited about the possibilities beyond, about the sorts of organisations that are out there, some of the wonderful problems that they can get their teeth into. And I have to say that as someone who grew up in Western Sydney, wow, I mean, I want to be a student again.
I love that it brings a new language in. So I think the language is about skills, it's about dispositions, it's about not just knowledge and content, it's how you work and who you work with. They're the things that are going to set our girls up for success.
For my boys, they're getting a lot out of today. They're going to use their 21st century skills, so they're going to collaborate with different students. They're going to critically think about their future. They're doing field work, which provides them an opportunity to really make everything that they've learnt in the classroom real for them.
Honestly, I come from an environmental science background, so this is a great day for me. Having these opportunities during school is fantastic. I think it's a great idea.
It's been great to have our students in front of some real industry experts, some engineers, scientists from CSIRO working on practical real world issues. That's been a fantastic learning experience. So I know seeing students from our school asking questions and getting some real data on Sydney Science Park.
It's really important for Council to support the STEM Schools Challenge. We're really excited about the Sydney Science Park and the projects that will be happening here, but it's really important to engage kids with STEM. We know there's going to be lots of STEM-based career opportunities and job opportunities in the future, so we want to really connect students with those opportunities that will be coming up, but also really looking at how we can design a better city for the future.
They found it pretty exciting to be able to use holograms to visualise what's to be built. Obviously you can see what's been built on the satellite image, but to be able to see what's to be produced in the future is pretty engaging, and they found it really good. to inspire the kids of today, the builders of tomorrow, the designers of tomorrow. Like, yeah, if we reach 10% of the kids here, that'd be amazing. Really, really inspiring just to be here.
I think it's important to start talking with the generations of today, because they're the up and coming. They've got some fantastic innovations. There's some great ideas today, and it's things that I guess that we have got into our ways of thinking about what a future should look like. But let's make sure we consider their thoughts and their desires and inclinations and their circumstances and what a future they would like to bring into fruition.
Today's been a really awesome day, and it's been a really good experience to be out here with a bunch of school kids to, teach them about, what renewable resources, what renewable energies and stuff that we could be using as part of the development here at Sydney Science Park. I think we're in definitely good hands, especially, from days like these, we're able to sort of, develop some good young minds in terms of what's next to come and what's for the future for us.
It's really great to hear their perspectives on the ways we could be doing water differently, because they don't have any of the background knowledge about water as such, so it's really interesting to hear the girls' perspectives.
We think that in order to make our experiences for the students richer and to open their eyes to the vast opportunities that exist, we need to be connecting in with industry. And also we want to be able to provide students that actually have the skills that will fulfil the job needs of the future. So they're able to contribute to both the economic and the social fabric of both our local and our global community.
There's a really big interest in taking waste products and turning that into really useful energy or materials, and I think that's really a good thing for thinking about in the future for the circular economies.
I've opened their minds up to opportunities and prospects and taught them how to try and explore options and ideas and challenge the norm. And with that, it's opening up their creative minds, if you like, to various other options and new ways of doing things so that we can have a better future.
The AIS values providing real-world learning opportunities for our students that will actually help them to develop transferable skills that will be valuable for them in life and also in their future pathways. And we want them to be part of the future of Sydney, and I think Celestino and the Sydney Science Park is the future of Sydney, and we want to provide whatever opportunities we can for both our students and our teachers to actually be involved in what lies ahead for future careers and for future life options.
They're our talent pool, and if we can open their minds up to new ways of doing things, then they're going to bring ideas to the table that are useful for us for in the future.
Why the STEM program excites me so much is that it brings in the hardware and the software together, which is quite unique. And we're starting at the beginning. In about 10 years, we'll have a lot of these young people in jobs that are specialist jobs who could be placemakers or engineers. So to actually start with creating a story of place in their hearts and minds is absolutely fantastic. And I think it's the best way to start the master planning of a greenfield community.
So what's unique about this experience is that it actually is, one, embedded into curriculum, not sitting outside as a co-curricular option that just some students take, and the constant connection with industry specialists throughout the program. And that's something that really sets this aside from other programs, and why our educators are so interested in being part of the Sydney Science Park STEM Challenge.